In the recent, like, say, maybe 5-10 years, there's been lots of movies that have reminded me of John Carpenter, whether they're using the score or a similar storyline, or just kind of cues that the great man would do himself. There has been lots of imitations. One of the ones that I feel really captures Carpenter's work best is VFW, a movie that just came out of nowhere. Directed by Joe Begos, this movie really came on my radar because of a great cast and because of his previous movie, Bliss, which I just loved. This is most akin to the Carpenter movie Assault on Precinct 13. It involves a group of drug dealer gangs in the future America, where they're all just like after this drug hype. This low-level drug user steals a bunch of the drugs, makes her way to the VFW, which is a bar for war veterans, and pretty much they lay siege on this building, trying to get their drugs back and kill everybody because they got in their way and they just want to kill them all. Now, one of the great things I love about it is the cast of guys that they've got as the veterans. You get Stephen Lang as the main one, you get William Sadler, you get Martin Kove, who was the bad guy in Karate Kid, Kreese. We get David Patrick Kelly, who was the bad guy in The Warriors. Yeah, kind of freaky wee guy that caused all the bother in that movie. You get Fred Williamson. What more do I need to say? It's just a great cast of veteran actors who've all played badasses in some form or another throughout the years. And these guys are just, you know, hanging about, reminiscing about their old war days when this thing just happens and they have to defend themselves, and they do it in a brutal fashion. This is a movie that embraces the blood, the guts and the gore that you really hope movies are going to have. It has that synth score that just punctuates the movie. It feels like a very small tale, low budget, but it's shot very well. Lots of moody neon lighting that has a reason for being there because it's in a bar with those kind of neon lights flashing. So it's not like just thrown in for the sake of it. There are some good bad guys. We have our main sort of villain who runs about with a leather jacket and no top on under it, so you know that he's extremely hard. He has this female henchwoman, I don't know, she just loves to decimate people. We see her at the start as she launches a machete into somebody's head just because they're in her way. It has all these tropes of just genre specific items that are just wonderful. Now, I'm not saying that the movie does anything amazing that elevates this subgenre, but it does everything extremely well. It has kinetic action, it has a quick runtime, it has characters that I am interested in, who I am wanting to get through this situation. We know from the start not a lot of people are going to survive this. We have hordes of drug-fueled victims waiting to be gunned down in ridiculously fun manners, and it's just a movie that entertains. If you're a fan of Carpenter, if you even liked Bliss, this isn't as surreal as that movie. It's a little bit more straight-laced, a little bit more sort of etched in 80s fandom with the way it tackles its story, its narrative, and the way that it does its action, but it is highly entertaining, and it's a movie that I've heard no one talking about, which is a real shame. Like I said, Assault on Precinct 13, this is a movie that is very akin to that. Great score, great direction, great characters, fun action, and a movie that's well worth recommending. I'd love to know your thoughts on VFW. If you've seen it, are you going to check it out? Let me know in those comment boxes below, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.